Colin Quinn. What's up, Colin? And now, your host, Ken Oba. We were just talking about that.
Ken Oba yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Oh, fantastic.
What the hell's he doing these days?
Oh, he's doing fantastic.
He's just fantastic.
Indoors.
Colin, the microphone is 5 feet to your left there.
Is it hot?
It's hot. We're on. Anyway. Hey, so the Naughty 90 contest is up and running. We have only 4 contestants so far. This is very pathetic. Well, you know, but if it's like any other Opie and Anthony contest, it will pick up. But we're hoping it picks up soon, right, Ant? I think quality outweighs quantity this time. Look at the young teen Melanie from yesterday, 19 years old. Show him the dumper. Look at that, like a snare drum. Ding, ding, ding. That's like one of those rubber dodgeballs. Oh, we have 5 contestants. Five contestants. And then we have Candy.
I don't want to get dirty, but she had some shape, that gal.
Oh, hey, easy. Easy there, Colin. Some figure. She had a cute figure. You love when the old grandmas talk like that. She had a cute figure. Yeah, we call it nice crapper, Grandma. Nice it her. So we have 5 contestants. Yeah, Candy. If you like your ladies a little darker, Colin, look at that. That's a face full of booty right there. Yeah.
Why don't you let De Niro vote in this?
He would love that. Yeah, De Niro would like that. I like the shadow in the crack area. You like that? It gets really, that's like the dark crevice. It gets nice and dark in there. I like mine with syrup. Like the sun setting over a canyon. A canyon. Candy. Yeah, but I think Teen Melanie is a fan favorite. Amy, we got her in there. She's a nice-breasted gal, big-breasted gal.
I don't see Amy. That's still Melanie, unless they have the same outfit.
Amy's over there on that one.
Let me see Amy again. I gotta. Let me go back to Amy. Amy. She's the naughty housewife. Look at that.
The real wife, yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
She looks like a mail-order bride.
Dude, I spanked her website last night.
You did?
I really got a good one off. Yeah, it was very sexy.
Well, but wait a minute.
A rousing endorsement for a website?
Very true.
If she has her own website, how can she be in the contest? I like that old amateur illusion. That
Well, yeah. It'll be
on
the
website.
Well, you can't trick the listeners, though, Colin. We've learned.
You're right.
She's real, though. She's got real breasts. She's very sexy.
So, should we explain the Naughty 90 contest again, Ant? Because Sacramento has joined the contest.
And they need an explanation of what a Naughty 90 contest is?
Well, this is what's going on, Colin. We're syndicated to a lot of cities, as you know.
Yeah.
So, girls could show up at different radio stations all over America right now.
You're syndicated to a lot of cities and Sacramento.
And Sacramento. No, and Portland. Sacramento is one of the biggies. Nope. So basically, here in New York, ladies in the New York area, you stop by with your Naughty 90 between now and 7 today, and we'll take your pictures and put you up on the website. Very easy for the New York audience today, right, Ant? Right. Now, if you're in, this is where it gets complicated, so listen up. If you're in Boston, Philly, Buffalo, Washington, Cleveland, or Sacramento, and you hear our voices right now, that means right now you could show up at the radio station with your Naughty 90 and get your pictures taken. Just go down there. Just go down there. If you need the address to any of those stations, just go to opieandanthony.com to see the contestants we have thus far, to get the rules of the contest, and get the addresses of the radio stations we're on so you can show up with your Naughty 90, okay? The girl from Cleveland did that yesterday while we were on the air. And now she's in. She is in. More girls in the Cleveland area, you can stop by today. We're hoping someone from Boston will represent soon. Hoping someone from Philly and Washington and Buffalo, Cleveland, and Sacramento will represent soon, Ant. So. Yes. And the fine folks that help us run the show in those cities, call us when someone shows up at your station with their Naughty 90. Yeah. All right. I want to talk.
What happens when you win?
Win a trip to hedonism.
Really?
Yeah, how sick is that? Yes. Well, Miss McGillicuddy. Yes. That guy. Tripper 2 to hedonism 3. He was a voice on the Flintstones. Too. He was a Flintstones voice all the time. Remember when Fred bought the bowling ball and he wanted to bring it back?
And he goes, my fingers don't fit in the holes. He goes, well, perhaps if you'd watched them. I love that guy.
That's a great line. How do you remember that?
I watched that stuff my whole life.
All right, and also second prize is $500. Third prize,
$500.
$250 for the Naughty Night contest. All right. Let's go to Doug from Springfield. Doug, what's going on today, man?
Rangers, how you doing? Islanders, Pusas. Isn't your team? What happened?
Hey, Doug, one friggin' win.
Way to keep a lead.
One win in 2002.
And what does that mean?
Slow down. First of all, I'll tell you what it means. The Islanders are still ahead of the Rangers.
Oh, well.
Are they not?
And what does that mean?
And the Islanders have more wins than all of last year, right?
Oh, wow, that's going to say, well, the Rangers sell out more than the Islanders. It's so stupid.
We're doing just fine, Doug.
Right.
We had a little meltdown yesterday at the Coliseum.
Meltdown, you had a volcano go out in Long Island.
Even worse, everyone knows I have some tickets to the Islander games, Anthony.
Uh-huh.
I get to go to about half the home games.
Yeah.
The problem is they're a 7 o'clock start. We're on the air till 7. If we don't have a Jim Brewer bit laying around, I got to stick it out to 7, so I missed the first period, all right?
Thank God not much excitement happens the first period of the Islander-Ranger game.
I missed one of the greatest periods in hockey history last night. I was listening to the game on the radio. Sorry to Ron and Fez, but, the Islanders are on. I'm heading to the game. I got to listen, They're screaming and yelling, oh, my God, this has got to be the greatest period in hockey history. They were just losing their effing minds.
So you're where?
I'm stuck in traffic.
What happened with Fleury at the end of the game? He gave the fans a salute, or what happened with that?
We were taunting him behind the goal all night long.
What were you guys saying?
That guy is insane. He was thinking about how he could get over the boards behind the goal to get to the fans. The guy is not right. I mean, there's been a lot of stories written about this guy.
Yeah.
It is all true, man. He is just not stable, this guy.
He rocks. I love him.
Oh, whatever, Rick.
Love him.
And he keeps shot Mike Peck a pussy doing that knee shot on Lindros. Bunch of pussies. Carnes is the only tough guy.
You don't want to hear it, huh?
So, basically, I missed the whole first period, which I knew was going to happen. I just hope all the action's going to be in the second and third period. I missed 7 goals, 3 fights, and plenty of penalties. I get there, second period, Rangers score 1 goal, Islanders score none, no fights, barely any penalties.
Yeah.
Third period, Rangers score 1 goal, no goals for the Islanders, no penalties, no fights. It was so boring in the second and third period. Islanders lose 5-4 after leading 4-1.
Did you almost lose your mind, though, on when you thought they tied it? With like 10 minutes to go in the third, it was like right off the crossbar.
The place, I don't want to, it's just a hockey game, but the place went nuts. Because the guy behind, the goal judge, he's got like a itchy finger.
Yeah, hit the
goal light, so the red lights go flash and the place goes absolutely insane. They go upstairs with the call for about 10 minutes. They ruled it a forward pass, right? They ruled no goal. Took the energy out of the place. Game over pretty much after that.
Sorry to hear that.
Great game.
Thank God you aren't taking young Gary to that game.
No,
He'd have missed a lot of excitement. Good thing you're waiting for a real good game when you could get there on time.
Anthony, in hindsight, it turned out to be not the game I should have brought Gary to.
Young 12-year-old Gary.
Because he would have missed the first period with me, and then he would have had 2 very boring periods.
Eagerly awaiting Opie taking him to a game. You hear about this, Colin?
No.
Little 12-year-old kid.
Opie, relative, at least, is he?
No, actually, just a listener. Opie promised to take the little lad to a hockey game. And he's just been kind of pushing him to the side there.
Wow.
He's going to grow up with the wrong message.
Anthony, a promise is a promise. I just don't know what game to bring him to yet.
How about a hockey game? You have the
one
tickets.
Of the 100 you go to.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the games during the week don't make sense because I missed the first period.
Pivotal point.
I need
the lad's life, and you are going to send him the wrong message. You are creating this human being,
Anthony.
Like Michael Jackson, Macaulay Culkin all over again.
Exactly, little Webster. You got to sit him on your lap at the game.
It's not about the game. It's about spending time with you. That's why.
Right. It has nothing to do with the game.
He's going to spend time with me. He'd rather spend 3 periods with me instead of 2, right?
Or 2 periods and maybe a little ice cream sundae after.
No. There you go. It doesn't have to just be about hockey.
I'm just looking
1 period in the Naughty Nighty contest.
I'm just looking for the right.
I was 12. That's what I want to go to.
It'd be about, maybe throwing a ball in the park or something.
I'm looking for the right situation, which is a weekend game with a sub 500 team.
Is that it?
And not many of those are coming up in the near future. So
Maybe you toss him a ball and good eye, Gar, good eye.
Good eye.
Now get in the
Keep
bag.
your eye on it. Don't be afraid of the ball.
Yeah, it's just a bag.
Crinkle, crinkle. Ah, well.
Opie's like the great Santini.
Yeah.
He's to throw the basketball on the back of that kid's head.
Just hit him on the back.
one of the greatest scenes in movie history, by the way.
Yes.
Hey, sports fan.
You gonna squirt? You gonna squirt?
You gonna squirt?
No, he's like our other buddy from, De Niro. Shut your pie hole.
Shut your cake hole from your goddamn pie hole.
I want to see Opie in a Boy Scout uniform with the kid. You shut your pie hole.
Is there mustard left in that jar, Gary?
You guys suck, man. Gotta help the kid out.
I'm gonna take care of Gary. All right, I'm on record.
Dwight and Anthony show.
Dwight.
Yeah. That was it.
That was it, Dwight.
Dwight.
All right. Hey, Colin.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln was a woman.
Yeah. What?
I'm buying it.
He'll
man.
show you the picture.
You want to see the picture?
I never knew Ansel Adams snapped this one.
He looked like a tranny, actually.
Look.
Yeah, well, that's what they're saying.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah. You could tell I'm looking
They didn't
at
have
the cover of
Photoshop
that.
in the 1800s. That is not a doctored photo.
Oh.
Look at the little cute little fuzzy hat he's got on.
What about the beard that he always had?
I can explain that, my friend.
That actually, with the mole there.
Look, I'll show you a better.
Isn't that just a black and white picture of Cindy Crawford now? With the big mole? The Lincoln mole?
There's
He
Abraham.
looks HIV positive in that picture.
Abraham Lincoln. Look, Colin. Abraham Lincoln in a long flowing dress.
Yeah, it couldn't possibly be doctored.
And it's in a newspaper. It's got to be true.
No. It is not a
That's
newspaper.
the only historical figure anybody that reads that knows. That's why they have to put it about him.
Where's President Bat Boy?
What are you talking about? It says news right on the cover.
Yeah, right on the Weekly World.
News.
Are they actually claiming now that Lincoln was a woman?
Yes, Anthony.
And what's the proof?
Abraham Lincoln was a woman, and the discovery of a secret cache of 43 photographs shot by famed Lincoln photographer proves it. Hence the photographs.
Let me see. I see one of the photographs there. It's Abe Lincoln with his beard, looking very Lincolnish, sitting there. And then next to that is a picture of Lincoln wearing one of those big 1800s hats, chapeaus.
Yes.
Now, what does that prove?
Well, let me see.
Where he gets his goddamn news
Maybe they're
from.
thinking that only a dumb broad would have signed that emancipation nonsense. Wow!
That could be one of the most racist things I've heard.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Look at him standing with the troops there. He has kind of a girlish figure, doesn't he?
No, he's wearing a stovepipe hat, and he's standing with the troops.
All right.
I see nothing womanly about that.
Can I read some facts, Anthony?
All right,
please?
yeah, that's what I want. Facts, not fake pictures.
Although President Lincoln was known as Honest Abe, it turns out she fibbed about one thing to the American people, her gender. Let's see. All right, here's some of the evidence. The discovery of a birth certificate for a baby girl named Abigail Lincoln, born in Kentucky on February 12, 1809, the same place and date as President Lincoln.
Hold on. Is this in the same paper that I'm reading the front? Astronaut held hostage by space alien?
Well, yeah.
All right. Just I'd like to know where I'm getting my news.
And 12-year-old boy shunned for a hockey game.
Like you don't, this aliens and stuff.
Of course.
You know that, right?
A proof. Where's the proof? Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
Give me some proof.
Birth certificate. New medical evidence that Lincoln suffered from Marfan syndrome, a disorder that can make women unusually tall and gaunt, with long, gangling limbs and big hands. Really?
Okay.
Now, this is the big evidence right here. A jar of glue used by actors to apply fake beards found among Lincoln's personal effects at the Smithsonian Museum.
So it was a fake beard.
Along with a dozen sanitary napkins, my friend. And his
Lincoln
personal
on the
belongings.
Or maybe she was just walking on her hands all the time to look like a beard.
Did they have sanitary napkins back then? Or was it just cloth?
Yeah, really.
Because they called it a rag.
And it's in print right there. A dozen sanitary napkins.
Lincoln flying on the wings of a maxi.
All right. How about this for evidence?
Yeah.
A long missing page from the diary of John Wilkes Booth in which the presidential assassin rails against the White House lover who spurned me.
Is that why he shot Lincoln? Because Lincoln spurned his advances.
Well, there's a sub-story here. Was assassin John Wilkes Booth Abe's lover? And finally, the fact that autopsy photos taken of Lincoln's nude body were suspiciously burned.
Suspiciously burned. His nude body.
The picture.
Because he doesn't have a schlong.
Right. Because they could prove it with the autopsy photos, but we can't find them anymore.
And wasn't she having sex with her male secretary whose name was Kennedy?
Kennedy, yes, the Kennedy-Lincoln thing. Right. Lincoln was a female.
And then you got some Lexington historians saying, at first I thought it was just wartime propaganda, but when I took a closer look at a photo of Lincoln, I realized the beard does look bogus.
Oh.
Bogus beard. But
are you out of your mind?
What?
You do not actually believe this, do you?
Yeah, there's an author quote here. It says Lincoln was the mother, not the father of 6 children.
All right. So Lincoln was pregnant, too, at some point?
Yeah.
How did he hide that?
No, she hid her pregnancy.
Uh-huh.
With the long flowing dresses that I showed you. Look.
Oh, that's pregnant Lincoln right there.
You can't really tell.
No, not at all.
Right? Colin, you're with me, right?
Yeah, well, maybe that's because she was on a period. She had to wear those flowing dresses.
Right.
Stop the flowing...
With the maxi pads or whatever.
That's why she spurns John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah.
She was having a period.
Passing herself off as a young man, she went on to work in macho jobs such as rail splitter and surveyor. Even enlisting as a volunteer in the Black Hawk Indian War, Anthony.
How about that? I love history. Isn't that good?
I love the idea of a rail splitter. Sounds like a hell of a...
That's what they called old Abe Lincoln.
Yeah.
Rail splitter.
The old rail splitter, huh?
What the hell?
Maybe it was a woman.
I'm sold, Opie. You sold me.
Look.
You sold me. Could people please never bring this in for Opie again? He's very naive when it comes to these stories.
They didn't have Photoshop back then, Ann. Look at the pictures.
Right? I'm looking.
Finley, what's up?
Hey, there's like one way to really tell the truth, like if this whole thing is true.
Yeah.
Does it say AP at the end of the article?
Associated Press.
Oh, my God. I didn't check for the AP.
No.
Is there an AP?
Let me see. Oh, my God.
Check it.
It better say AP.
Because if it says AP...
Well, it says Weekly World News.
No.
No. Let me go to the end here. No AP.
No, that's as bad as Bartlett's, that Weekly News.
All right, thank you.
And there is one fact that I heard, that in the theater, John Wilkes Booth was actually rubbing her shoulders, saying, "What a large back for a president."
Then went home to wash the man breath off his junk.
Yes.
Right, Norton?
Yeah, that's why he
sounds familiar.
It does.
Aaron, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
You know, it's funny. I bought the same paper you did, and my friend was laughing at me when I bought it, and she was cracking up. But hey, I mean, it's hilarious. But even more
what's so
important,
hilarious about it? This is history, my friend.
Opie believes it, sir.
we're rewriting it right now.
Right.
But even more important than that are, if you turn the page, the giant cockroaches that are invading Cleveland.
Yeah, there are giant cockroaches invading Cleveland, Anthony.
We have to go and save teen Melanie.
They're as big as cats, and they eat what, a loaf of bread at a time?
Yeah, and they can pick a dog clean in 15 minutes.
That's right. And look, they got pictures of the cockroaches.
11 inches long.
They got the pictures of the cockroaches climbing the buildings, Anthony.
Yeah, yes, they do. That's gotta be true.
Thank you, Aaron.
All right, later, guys.
I suspect they've killed 168 dogs and cats in the past month. Mostly strays, but also pets that were allowed outdoors unleashed. Look out, Cleveland. Roaches. Giant roaches. Could someone take this away?
John, what's going on?
Hey, guys, what's going on, man?
Hey.
Hey, listen, you guys are saying Lincoln had a girlish figure. The man was 6'6". He's got the Adam's apple the size of a grapefruit. What are you guys looking at?
Well, it was that disease that was mentioned in the article.
That's what it is.
Oh, my God.
That almost tricked me, too, until they mentioned that disease that makes women kind of look more like men with the big hands and stuff.
What's steroids and female bodybuilding?
Yeah, why not? All right, John, thank you.
Norton, you're a god.
Thank you, mister.
David, you're next to the Opie and Anthony Show. What's up?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, you going to start telling us Hillary Clinton's actually a woman?
There's actually, what was the one we picked up the other day?
What?
About Clinton's cheating.
Yeah, Clinton has 4 babes. He's got 4 chicks that he's rotating around.
Was Mike Tyson one of them?
And Hillary just... Wow, is that true? That in Ford's Theater, it wasn't the first time John Wilkes Booth gave a shot to the back of Lincoln's head. Hillary apparently had a private eye, hired a private eye to keep tabs on Bill. They have an arrangement going. I completely believe this. Now, this is in the Enquirer.
Oh, so
the National Enquirer.
You're going to believe stories in the Enquirer before you believe stories in the Weekly World News?
I will tell you a story about these publications. The Star and the Enquirer are true. They do things on celebrities and whatnot, and they are true.
And Opie's naive.
They had a thing on...
What's that, Colin?
They're not all true, because they had a thing on me once with this other comedian where, like, we went to this nightclub.
Yeah.
I was almost like his female little date while he pushed around. His publicist sent it in.
Who was this?
This Larry Miller years ago.
Really?
And it was almost like, the club owner wouldn't let them in. And it's like, and then Larry pushed him aside and said, we go anywhere we want. And meanwhile, like, I guess I was supposed to be on his arm with my purse. Like, good deal.
Really?
You were Larry Miller's date?
Well, no, not... see, this is how it gets into the Weekly World News now.
Yeah.
From the Enquirer. Yeah, it was Larry Miller's date, and, well, it's a long story.
I believe the Enquirer, though. I really do.
Why do you believe the Enquirer before the Weekly World News?
Well, because Lincoln is hard-pressed to sue the Weekly World News. These people could turn around and file suit against these. Sometimes they do.
Yeah.
When they do print something false. But unless I see lawsuit, I take everything they say as gospel. And this one has Clinton around with girls. Hillary is getting really pissed off because this isn't the arrangement they had when they left the White House. It says, you promised never to do anything to embarrass me, she said. You swore your philandering days were over. You violated that agreement. That's what Hillary said. You know that's the agreement. And you know damn well a guy that was getting Hummers in the Oval Office is not going to stop. He is not stopping.
That's true.
Make you stop spanking it. Norton, go ahead. If somebody said stop whacking it, are you gonna?
I can't even stop getting prostitutes.
Exactly.
If you have the balls to get oral in the White House, of course
Clinton is a sex addict. He's a sex addict. He likes banging. And he likes getting Hummers. That's what he does.
Just a sex addict?
Sex act, that's a guy.
I know, and all guys are sex addicts.
It's true.
The guy loves it. He got when he had the state troopers down there in Arkansas, getting them all the babes and stuff. Well, babes, getting them the girls. They weren't quite babes. But now they have this agreement. Now Hillary is wearing the pants in the family. She's out there.
Thank God she is.
Yes.
Legs.
Yeah, I know. Wrap those things up. But they had an arrangement. Hillary said she'd busted him. Bad. One day she walked in to his office, and he was on the phone. Bill began talking in a muffled voice. Hi, yeah, and I'm going to take that, and I'm going to shove it in there. Hillary went ballistic. I'm going to F you.
What was she doing up in Harlem?
You love me. I don't know. She busted in his office.
What was she up there for?
You like it like that, you bitch, don't you? Let me tell you something. I am going to you till you love me. I will eat your whole. Don't with me, faggot. You can't live in my world.
So she walks in. He starts talking in a muffled voice. Hillary went ballistic, telling him, I know there's a woman on the other end of that line. Then she stormed out that night. They were to have gone to the theater together. But she snapped over her shoulder, take one of your bimbos. I'm disgusted. You spoil everything for me. Hillary's ambition is to be America's first woman president, and it's hard for her to enhance her image when she had a disgraced president for her partner. But he's out. Who is he out with? Julie Bowen, Sale Johnson, Saffron Burrows, and Ghislaine Maxwell. He's with that,
he is up in Harlem, isn't he? Ghislaine, Saffron.
Yeah, they're all white chicks.
Oh.
Some of them on TV shows.
The best part about that article is the faces they got Clinton making and Hillary making.
Hillary's yelling at Bill, who's like got his head in his hands, but they're from two different pictures.
This isn't really about Bill and Hillary. This is about all men and women. How could she be shocked walking in and like being outraged after all these times it's happened? It's all about everybody.
If he's only on the phone, she should be happy.
Yeah.
You know, there could have been times she walked in, hi, how you doing? She's almost done.
And she's supposed to be this strong woman. Why doesn't she just dump him then? She's not a strong woman.
She is not.
She's like every other smacked around woman. Mrs. Picture of Strength. You. Just dump him.
She won't. It's bad for the
Exactly.
image. She wants to be president.
I hope he starts hitting her. I'd love if he just starts smacking her.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
White trash.
Good.
She's got a lot of makeup at her next conferences. Hi.
I got sunglasses.
Senate subcommittee. Hi.
Oh, hell, here they come. Look, you hit your head on the counter. You telling that bitch, I swear, because when they leave, I'm going to F you up, bitch. Hi, officer, come on in.
But I'm a senator. Why?
I didn't touch the fine senator from New York, did I? Don't say it, bitch. Hi. No, come on in. Oh, damn, the cops. I'm going to go hide under the kiddie pool in the backyard. Maybe they won't find me.
Clinton's on the run. He's running down the street. I'm in pursuit.
All right, here's what happened. All right. Look, yeah, I've been drinking, okay? I've been drinking, but goddamn, it's my house. It's my f***ing house, okay? I can do what I want. This bitch has been, you don't know what it's like to live with her. Them fat f***ing legs. And now she wants to be president. I just get to sit around. No, I'm going to whoever I want. Let me go. This is my house. Haul him away. Throw him in the back of the car.
Luke, what's going on, man?
Hey, I don't know if you're still talking about this, but it's true about Lincoln.
It is true, right?
It is totally true. The play that they were going to see the night he was assassinated, La Concha Falls.
Yeah. Jackass.
There you go, Ant.
Yeah, they had dinner at Lucky Chang's and
there you go.
went to see La Concha Falls.
All right, thank you, Luke.
Yeah.
Lucky Chang's a fine place to have dinner.
Let's take a break. Colin Quinn in the studio today.
Yes. Colin, what is this? I'm hearing about a show.
You're hearing all kinds of buzz.
I am hearing a buzz.
I'm hot. I got a show.
Well, we'll talk about it after the spots.
Yeah.
Well, I got this potted up so we can do the FU on it.
Oh.
And take a little break, and then we'll talk to Colin and stuff.
Yes.
And hopefully some ladies are on their way down the studios to join the Naughty 90 contest, Ant.
Nice.
We haven't.
Nice.
We're an hour into the show, and now one lady has showed up today.
Come on, girls.
Help us out.
Come on, gals.
Come on, dames.
What are you afraid of?
Let's go to the FU line.
Hey, thanks for calling, and here's the Opie and Anthony FU line.
I want to give a big fat you to all you stupid-ass Philly fans out there who's such wannabe New Yorkers. It's ridiculous. You guys suck. Your freaking team stepped in some and you got lucky and made it to the playoffs. So what? You got to get your asses kicked by St. Louis. You guys suck. Die, Philly Beagles.
Next message.
I'd like to give a big F you to my ex-girlfriend who came back into my life after 4 years, played with my emotions for the last 2 months, telling me that she loved me again, and now just broke up with me for a white trash, I need a kidney boyfriend. Kelly, you bitch.
Next message.
Mike for saying tanged all the time. I'm sick of the term tang. Shut up, Mike.
Next message.
This is West Coast Dave, and I want to send a big FU out to the New York Islanders talking all that trash and are losing 5-4. FU.
End of message.
Whip 'em out Wednesday.
Oh, man. Fun man's galore.
Wow, 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 wow. The Opie and Anthony Show.
I love that.
Yeah, you're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Colin Quinn in studio. Playing Caroline's here in New York City Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you with all those dates there.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to say.
Me neither.
It's a portable phone. Not a big phone. It's a portable phone. food.
And the promos on the TV, they show the little wacky dance they do.
Oh,
stop with
zany.
that. It's never funny. Every goddamn network does it. Stop showing your cast doing a little wacky dance. How about funny dialogue, you politically correct scumbags? How about promos with funny dialogue? You're fat, I hope you get cancer. Ah, that would make me laugh. That's what they do. They replace good ballsy dialogue with little wacky dance.
Wacky dance.
And they wonder why people are going to cable. It sucks.
It's true. But that's good dialogue with the portable phone thing.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
didn't even hear it.
It's a portable phone.
Just like we were in the 80s.
Yeah, I know.
How about why is he losing weight? What's that virus? That's what happened in the 80s. James Brady is paralyzed. Bernhard gets shot a bunch of what?
Oh, my God. Mr. Reagan! Mr. Reagan!
Yo, man, give me $5.
You don't look so bad.
Oh, let's go to Crown Heights. Yeah, come on. The fun of the 80s.
I'm out of 80s stuff. God, do I suck.
Well, I'm sure they'll cover all that during the 80s show.
Oh, yeah. A little funny, religious relations.
El Salvador.
Hey.
Death Squad.
Out of there. Rock Hudson was a what?
Hey, wow, the Challenger. Uh-oh. All that funny dialogue. Just show a little wacky dance with your cast, Let's tune into that, hon. It stinks.
You ever notice that in the 80s, I don't think we commented as much on 80s stuff as they seem to in this? Like, hey, nice Pat Benatar headband. Like, no, it was just accepted because that's what it was. Yeah. They're looking at it like you look now in hindsight. It's a portable phone. No, you just kind of had it and that was a nice spiky hairdo, punk girl. All right. There you go.
Yep, over-explaining.
How about that Michael Jackson jacket? Well, no one said that because back then it was just called a jacket.
Back then it was kind of accepted.
Members only jacket. It's just a jacket.
Well, you just say, hey, how come you're dressed like that black fag? That's what you would say. You didn't necessarily have to explain it.
Right.
But again, retards write it and retards watch it, and that's why it has to be over-explained. Garbage. And I never saw that show, in all fairness.
There you go. So I can't really
It might be
comment.
a funny show. I'm just going by the promos and all that.
I don't know.
Every sitcom.
Hey, Ralphie.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Dude, I was just pulled into a parking lot of a diner on Glen Cove Road.
Yeah.
And Robert Leo just walked inside the diner. Him and two other guys.
Oh,
Want me to go screw around with him?
Here's a wacky bit alert.
No, I swear, I'm not even kidding, man. He just walked inside of a diner.
All right, why don't you...
He lives around here.
All right, why don't you go into the diner and we'll talk to Robert De Niro.
Yo, dude, I'm not even kidding.
He doesn't... Wait, hold on, what?
And he's got a house upstate.
Where are you?
Yeah, he lives by the Mineola train station, jackass.
Where are you?
Mineola train station. What do you thought he lives in Brookville? I know where he lives.
All right, what are you going to do then?
All right, Rupert Pumpkin. It's Rupert Pumpkin.
You guys are nuts. I wanted to hear the impression.
I knew it. We knew he was like...
Of course.
We knew he was joshing.
And then you could see him on the phone all sweating. That was
yeah, De Niro's here. No, this will get me on. I'll get my big thing. I'll be able to bash him.
Hello.
Yeah, he's right here. No, you jerk, you suck.
And the sad thing is he really drove to Glen Cove Road, so it would be realistic to him.
So the background noise is the same. We might be tipped off.
Oh, 1A.
Colin Quinn of Caroline's. Yes, Andy.
Got a big problem with the show.
All right.
It's going downhill. Can I explain to you why?
Uh-huh.
All right, I like the show. It keeps me out of road rage. A lot of guys at Local 802, we listen to you guys all the time.
Okay.
I got to hear Colin Quinn. I met him one time. Pop his ass, first of all. I don't know what he's promoting. Soap? I mean, what's he doing on the show? Jim Norton, a funny guy, but if I got to hear 1,000 times the same old freaking lines over, I'm going to kill somebody.
What's your problem with Colin Quinn?
I don't know what he's famous for. I met him one time, and I asked him for an autograph, and he gave me an attitude.
You're a lying Moron.
Talk about your sister like that. I got her right
Shut up,
here.
your sister. I'll punch you in the face, you queer.
Oh, my God, another line.
I'll
What are
spit
you
right
going to
in
do?
your face, you stupid ass.
Hey, listen
I never
for a second.
turned anyone down for an autograph, you moron.
Hey, no wonder why they
I
kicked
never
you out of
turned
Saturday
anybody
Night Live.
down for an autograph, you idiot.
No wonder why they kicked you out of
Shut your
Saturday Night
mouth.
Live. Hey, well, what did you do before
They
Saturday
should
Night
kick
Live?
you out of local 802, you
Stupid.
quip.
What did you do
tell them
before
you talk
Saturday
about
Night
it.
Live? Stupid. What did you
You're
do
a
before
quip,
Saturday Night
stupid.
Live?
All right, wait. When did
I never turned anybody down for an autograph.
Yeah,
What did you do before
Hold on,
Saturday Night Live?
Andy. When did he turn you down?
Like 2 years ago, I got a chance to go to SNL.
Yeah.
I got in there. Somebody I can't say got me in the back. I asked him for an autograph. He was with like 2 other people. All he gave me was a dirty look in the
You're lying.
I'm lying?
You're lying.
Let me ask you a question.
I never turned anyone down for an autograph, stupid.
Let me tell you something
Ever.
about Colin Quinn.
In my whole life,
one of the
you stupid
nicest
jerk.
guys off air
Can't you
that I've
tell?
ever met.
Oh, there. What is he famous for on air?
He's go to Caroline's and you tell me what he's
Go to
famous
Caroline's. Come on, the workers aren't even going to show up. Get out of your mind.
for. The place will be packed.
And let me
I've
ask you
never
another
turned
question.
anyone down for an autograph.
I'm hanging
ever.
up on Andy.
Andy's a great judge of
He's lying.
what's good, bad.
But he's lying because I'm telling you, I've never turned anyone down for an autograph.
And to
my
say
whole
that
life.
Colin's not funny, I'll agree that he's a pompous ass, but to say that he's not funny is ridiculous.
I like how he had his little story too. I was at SNL, not in the audience. He's like, I was back there. Somebody I knew. I can't
And he's
mention.
lying. That's what's making me mad.
2 years
I never turned
ago.
anyone down for an autograph 2 years ago, 10 years ago.
Colin probably walked by and the guy probably went, "Oh, could you?" And he didn't hear him and kept going.
Yeah.
Probably,
No, he's probably he probably called me over like, hey.
Yeah. Hey,
I didn't run over like his waiter, so now we decided.
You quit.
You quit. That was good. John, what's up? Now you have to punch his sister in the face. Hey, John, what's up? I want to see that. You bitch.
Colin's ready to stop it in his sister's face.
Hey, John, you're next. What's up?
Listen, on that 80s show they're showing, if they're saying it's during the Reagan era, the first portable phones that people had, don't you remember they were like little, in small boxes? There was like a...
It was like you're carrying around a colostomy bag with you, those little dumb phones.
That's an inaccuracy on those people.
Wow, well, that's it. I won't watch. They're not accurate with their cell phone technology.
But I would
Well,
always
if you're going to make a movie...
It's a portable phone!
All right, take care, guys. North rules.
Thank you, mister. It's a
Boy, I thought Colin's tirade was a lot like Tyson's yesterday. Yeah, faggot, I'll F you till you love me. Come on, I'll eat your hole.
I can't help it. He was lying.
You can't survive in my world.
I'm going to call up the business agent from 802 and get him doors.
Do it up. You don't know how to handle a real man. Tyson growling. You see that yesterday?
Yeah.
Tyson growled. I'm a real man. Bared his teeth. Started pounding his chest with his fists.
Tyson needs like a beating from like a small white guy.
You think
I'd
so?
love to see that.
Yeah, where's that happening?
Yeah,
What bizarro planet is that going to happen on?
You never know.
I don't see that ever happening. That guy is frightening. And whoever, people saying it's Russ Salisbury that he was yelling at yesterday, you could just check by yesterday's underwear. Because that has to just look like a shoe shine rag after Tyson was feet away from him, telling him he's going to F him till he loves him. That's like dialogue from Oz. That's not what you should hear at a goddamn press conference.
But it was oddly sexy, though, because it's not,
You are sick.
it's not gay if it's Tyson, because he's holding you down. You're like, get off. No, all right.
You would know it hit you. You ever see that clip? Not many people have seen it, but for the people that did, it was a talk show, I believe, in England, and they had some woman sitting in a chair, and there was a trained bear sitting next to the
Hilarious.
woman. The woman smiling and talking. The bear, out of nowhere, is sitting there like Yogi, all, hey, boo-boo, where are the picnic baskets? Within a split second, it had the woman in its claws and was beating her against the floor. That is what Tyson reminds me of. Like, it would be like that. You would just go, oh, yeah, you got a problem with... there's a man in me. That's it. That's how... Time. Like a rodeo. Done. You're over.
Caroline, what's up?
Frightening man.
Hey, I had a question for that guy, Andy. If he's still listening, if he doesn't know what Colin's famous for, why does he want his autograph?
That's a good one. The guy was saying, what have you done? He's not good, but he wanted your autograph.
What did he do before SNL? One of the best game shows ever, Remote Control.
Remote Control. Canova. And you win LA Gear sneakers.
When you used to have to go through the prizes. That was great.
No, the sad part was I used to wear LA Gear sneakers since they were free.
It's going to be part of the 80s show. Part of the 80s show. I'm watching Remote Control.
You're right, it is.
Look, it's Colin Quinn. There you go. A very popular part of 80s pop culture.
The sad part is when I do like a guest spot on the show as some cop who's in there, and meanwhile they're watching Remote Control.
Oh, is that it?
It'll be like the wink to the audience.
Look, they're watching it. He's on TV, but there he is.
Hey, it's Howard Beach. They have a flat.
Hey, look at him run.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
John, what's going on? Johnny, what's up?
What's up, man?
Hello?
Hello, you're on the air.
John.
Yeah, how you doing? I'm wondering if that 80s show is going to touch on that oh-so-funny topic of the Tawana Brawley incident.
Tawana Brawley was abducted, put in a garbage bag with feces on her.
There's a log on my chest.
Why are you changing my bits? Just leave it where it is.
I thought Tom Brokaw would have to make an appearance.
Right.
NBC Nightly News.
Ben's freestyling.
Trying to be Fat Boy Slim over there. I was very happy with what you had picked out for me. Joe, what's going on?
Hey, if they want real lines from the 80s that are funny, how about, hey, man, my family's from Chernobyl. Hey, who promoted the Tyson thing?
I don't know. It's probably King's involved, sure.
You know, if it was Vince McMahon, you know what would have happened to him, don't you?
What?
You're fired!
Very good.
Gentlemen, have a good day.
It's almost like Rick calling with that joke yesterday.
Shut up!
Do we have that isolated?
No.
We need that joke.
We will.
We need that joke.
We need that joke real bad.
You know,
Rick told one that just laid there
if you
yesterday.
Kind of put them together and said, well, it's so cramped in here, Steve and I are expecting a portable phone.
Awful joke.
Yeah, Rick went to Stalker Patty's crib yesterday, Colin.
Really?
Yeah, we did a segment yesterday called Cribs with Stalker Patty.
You know, I wasn't there.
She's still alive when you got there?
Yeah, unfortunately. She lives in, they're saying, here's her room. It's off the kitchen, and it's got that sliding accordion door. It's like, she lives in a pantry. If it's off the kitchen and has an accordion door, it's a pantry.
And they were saying it was 6 by 10.
Yeah.
6 feet across, 10 feet long?
I picture her room looking like the Chelsea Hotel when they found Sid Vicious's body.
Awful. And you guys, you know, I wasn't there, so all I can say is from the description you gave me when you came back, you and Steve kind of pussied out a bit. I'm sorry. I gotta say.
Dude, I don't care.
Did you hear any of this, though?
Yeah, I mean, Rick usually does a good job, but you guys seemed a little...
they were intimidated by the family.
A little reserved, I think.
There was a lot to describe outside the little room that she...
What about the mongoloid banging on the window?
Yeah, I wish we could have gone into that.
You guys didn't even discuss there was a Down syndrome child banging on the window.
Of Patty's crib?
Oh.
Yes.
And they didn't tape it or nothing?
Kept in another room. We didn't actually see it.
Hello. It was kept in another room.
Kept in another room.
There was another foundling?
Wow.
Could be. I don't know.
Was it a Kennedy?
What the F? We wasted 20 minutes with that bit yesterday, and you had a Down syndrome kid banging on a window, and we couldn't talk about it?
Dude, we were being watched by a group of day strippers, okay? That's what they look like.
No, they were foundlings. We're calling them the foundlings.
Whatever. It was an uncomfortable
Patty
situation.
lives in this house with how many other women?
6 to 10.
6 to 10.
6 to 10. Now, the only description we got yesterday was it was a mother and her daughters and Patty that lived there.
Well,
is it a boarding house?
It's a battered women's shelter.
Oh, nice.
That's what we think.
That's initially what we thought, but we got there and we were introduced to the head of the household as the mother, and then all of a sudden they started referring to each other as sisters,
like a cult.
Right. It was very strange, and then one of them walks into.
Were they all wearing
Nike
sneakers?
Drinking the Kool-Aid, waiting for the spaceship behind the
It was
comet.
like a strange, dilapidated brothel where she just kind of sat at the head table and just kind of watched
madam?
everything.
There's a madam?
Yeah, she could have been. She was referred to as the mother.
The
of
mother.
The house.
Oh.
Something's going on there.
And Patty lives there, and there's 10 other women that live there.
Yeah.
And what's up with the Down syndrome kid?
We didn't see him.
I did.
That's the only way you
Steve did.
They needed that one so that the Lifetime would buy it as the movie of the week.
You got to add that in.
I don't know what the story is.
Lifetime movie exclusive.
10 women.
Starring Marky Post. The movie a man would never watch.
When we were walking up,
unless he was gay.
When we were walking up to the house, Patty told us specifically not to mention or videotape this Down syndrome kid that was supposedly living there. What? The first thing we saw when we got to the house was this Down syndrome kid banging on the windows, laughing at us.
How do you not tape that?
I did tape it.
Oh, give me the goddamn tape.
Do we have? We can see the tape right now of that.
I'll run into my studio and cue it up.
I absolutely got to see the Down syndrome child banging on the window.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I got to see that.
There, but when you walk into a place, I mean, mind you, we were afraid of getting shot while we were standing outside.
I heard it was a really bad neighborhood.
It was a really bad neighborhood.
We had warnings coming in from our listeners going, dude, get those guys out of there. I know where she lives. It's bad.
I heard the Down syndrome kid was pissed because Colin wouldn't give him an autograph. Is that what happened? So he was banging.
Dude,
there was called him a pompous. He tried to say pompous, but the big tongue got in the way.
They had
pompous ass. Pompous ass.
They had guys driving by the house and slowing down and stuff.
Yeah, we're sitting out waiting for you guys to come out of spots, and there were guys driving by the house and like a white Thunderbird, just black guys eyeballing us.
Right.
And we didn't know
my brother.
How to do it.
You got to buy your own.
Gotten out as quickly as possible.
No, my brother.
No, my brother.
Yo, man.
Yeah,
Hey Love Productions.
That's another 80s reference.
Isn't that great?
For Jimmy's show.
I'm playing Hey Love Productions album. No, my brother, you've got to buy your own portable phone.
Hey, guys, it's Cool Herc.
But like the guy that drove by, which was kind of scary, the one that we saw up close, he's driving and he's like, it's almost like he's not even steering the car because he's looking at us.
Well, that's, yeah.
And it was just like, whoa. That's when we went right into the house.
Because he got the videotape. Might be getting some evidence. Yeah, turn that gun sideways and start buck.
It's a gat.
There was the lunatic guy with the 3 plastic shop, the 3 hefty sacks filled with something that he wanted to sell us. I don't know what that was, but he was walking up and down the street with just
hefty garbage bags. You don't know what was in him?
We don't know.
Did you tape him?
Yeah, got him. Yeah, that video clip is up on the website right now, actually. And it was just, there was so much. There was the busted basketball hoop in front that looked like something out of a Freddy Krueger movie. There was it was a very ominous neighborhood, and it wasn't the kind of place where Rick and I wanted to start pissing off the people in the house.
Right.
Just in case they felt like shooting us or something.
Or taking you out into the jungle.
Taking us out into the place where we might get shot. So.
Well, where's the genetic disaster banging on the window?
Yeah, we'll take a break. You got to cue that up so we can check it out.
Oh,
and we haven't even told Colin Quinn what we learned about Stalker Patty yesterday. I guess we could do it real fast before.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Turns out Stalker Patty's dad was a stockbroker that was married uptown with a family. And he was banging this burlesque dancer.
Stripper.
She got pregnant, hence Stalker Patty.
That's who Stalker Patty is.
The mom couldn't handle it, and back then abortion was a big-time no-no.
After 9 months, she goes to a restaurant. Has a little something to eat downtown. Leaves Patty in a wicker basket on the counter and leaves. Says, find her father. Gives a number to the father. They call up the police and take Patty away. The father wants no part of her. So she's put in, as she said, a foundling house. I'm like, what is this, Little House on the Prairie? It's in Mankato. We're taking Patty to Sleepy Eye to the foundling house. Where's Pa? Mary's at the blind school.
The father's like the big corporate guy.
Yeah, he wanted no part of that.
The guy from like, cut down on sugar. I don't have time to cut down on sugar.
Way back in the 50s, you know? You just picture the dad walking around Wall Street. Clark Kent hat on. I ain't got time for that.
Oh, you're right.
Manhattan, big iron beams going on. Building it up. The 50s.
But his mother goes to church every year and just like says confession.
Right. Those old scary 50s churches, all in black and white.
My son has a terrible secret.
Forgive my son. I will light the candle.
That's horrible.
Bye. Sal.
You know, Patty and Vaughn should have a sitcom called Justifiably Low Self-Esteem.
I know the struggle.
Peter has more info on the house that Patty lives in. Peter?
There are houses where the federal government or the state puts people in, they put families in, a husband and a wife, and they take care of retarded, slightly retarded people, and it's federally funded. So they
there you go.
They live there as the mom and dad. They get free room and board because the federal government pays it. They get all free groceries, so it costs them nothing. A lot of times there's a couple that works 2 different jobs. They've got to be there for 16 hours a day. So the husband, 24 hours a day. The husband works a 12-hour job. He leaves like a custodian, and the wife's there, and then they vice versa. So there's always an adult.
So there's some money getting pulled in because they're packing their houses with tards.
Well, no, but the federal government sets this up. So that they get paid, and the tards live there, and it's a setup. I mean, that's really what it boiled down to.
Ouch.
I know a guy who did it.
Because they're called the functional, highly functional. They can go out and work, but maybe they can't keep houses like Patty. She's always getting thrown out of her apartments.
They have the meals made for them there by these people. That's what it's there for, but it's all funded. So the people that live there live rent-free, board-free, everything free, and they get money on top of that.
Rick, did the girls look a little off?
Like slightly off?
Oh, yeah.
They look slightly off?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, Patty had the best teeth in the house.
Oh, wow.
To give you an idea.
Who cares about the teeth? What about the eyes?
Crazy.
Little cross-eyed?
Well, you always heard the one poking in like, oh, did you say this? And then, like, she'd back off again a bit, and we finally had to close the little sliding door.
Anybody living under the stairs at that house?
We didn't want to look.
That's a great setup, though. You get paid all the sex you could possibly want.
Just think about that. Yeah. Hey, you're a horny guy. How hard could it be?
Yeah.
I got candy.
Yeah, it's a crayon.
Oh, my God. When are you filling out the application for this gig?
Oh, it's beautiful, man.
Snickers bar, you're diddling away. That's all it takes.
Thank you, Peter.
Guys, I love the show. And Norton, you are the best.
All right.
I'm what?
The best.
Oh, thank you, but I think you called me a fat.
Hey, you know, the defense attorney will pull them apart in court if they try to testify against you.
Yeah. Do you know what 2 + 2 is, sir?
Then how could you possibly know what this man did to you?
Look at just thinking about it. Look at that.
Oh, God, don't show me. He's always pointing to his pants. Like a ballpark Frank in there.
All right. It's the bitches that'll get you.
The bitches that'll get you.
Neil Diamond, featured in the next segment.
Another poor son of a bitch. Yeah.
And remind me about Girls Gone Wild.
Ah.